Hi, this is Anime Short and Sweet. Today we will be covering the anime, Vermeil in Gold. The story begins with our main protagonist in awe of a demon, explaining that demons are inhuman beings from hell who bring cruelty and defy the laws of reason and logic. He says that demons love the night, the darkness, passion, and fire, and they curse all that is human. Alto Goldfield receives his summoning exam score during class. His teacher mentions that he was expecting this score, but Alto looks devastated that he received a 0. Even if he has flawless grades in the other subjects, his teacher warns him that he won't be allowed to move on to the second-year class if he can't establish a contract with a familiar. Even some students, according to the teacher, have passed by making agreements with insects. Another student, Lilia Kudal Fate, is soon seen sprinting toward Alto. The girl says she's going to react violently when our main character describes the problem, but Alto points out that the teacher is correct because second-year students need familiars for many of the class activities. Alto claims that even though he diligently studied to get accepted and worked even harder to perform well in school, creating a contract with a familiar is the one thing he finds challenging. He declares he will try again, as tomorrow's faculty meeting is his last chance. As Alto goes to the library to find another subject to summon, a book suddenly falls down onto him. Taking this as a sign, he starts to examine the book and discovers that it is, in fact, a book that does summoning magic. He marks the floor with the magic circle and begins the ritual spell. Just then he notices he actually summoned something. It turns out to be a woman who is, in fact, naked. She acknowledges his unease and describes him as innocent and sweet, saying she can do whatever he pleases. He indicates that he wants her to be his familiar. As he says this, his mana is used to build a sigil that ties the two together. She observes how strong his mana is and starts kissing him to assist herself to some of it. After that, he orders her to dress, and to his surprise, she appears gorgeous, making him blush. She is fascinated by the book when she first sees it and tells the boy that most familiars would be afraid to approach him because of the mana he possesses. Alto reacts in disbelief because he has no idea that his mana is as lethal as poison to most beings. When Vermeil says she is a demon, he is reminded of a lesson he learned in school about demons being strong illusionary beings who have long been feared by humans. He asks the woman why she decided to stay, as she could have easily broken the contract or even murdered him on the spot. But she states she was trapped in the old book for quite some time and he helped her escape, so the woman states this is a small price to pay for freedom. When he and his familiar arrive at school, he shows the teacher his familiar, and the teacher informs him that visitors are not permitted on school property. He believes this to be a human woman. In a fit of rage, Vermeil declares that she is, in fact, his familiar and displays her summoning sigil. With this proof, the instructor states that Alto has passed his summoning exam, allowing him to pass the first year. The instructor mentions to his familiar, she should quit sitting on his lap, as he sees this as inappropriate, but she mentions the other students' familiars are sitting on top of them. This statement prompts the instructor to leave them alone and sends Lilia out into the hall after she lashes out. Enraged, Lilia challenges Alto to a duel, promising that if she prevails, he will leave his familiar at home unless absolutely necessary. Vermeil states that if Alto wins, she will have to do whatever he wants. She finally agrees, and they begin their duel. Lilia summons her Silohede, which is a high-class wind spirit. As they are about to get hit by the attack, Vermeil insists that he should trust her more and shows that she can withstand a direct hit. As it is now Vermeil's turn, Lilia gets attacked and loses the duel. Per the terms of the agreement, Alto states he wants her to be friends with Vermeil and mentions no fighting between the two. Vermeil acknowledges that she performed well in the duel and indicates that she would desire his mana as a reward. She mentions that the old book imprisoned her for centuries, which left her quite weak, and without it, she would be unable to maintain her physical form. Vermeil mentions that normal humans wouldn't be able to withstand a demon's power with a contract as they would likely be killed during the process or have their mana completely empty. Thanks for watching, Anime Short and Sweet. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe down below to my channel. See you next time.